Let me turn on my screen share and then we can get started. Do you prefer 1080p or 60 frames a second?
I don't think the 60 FPS is like that important because if you slow it down or something, so I think
Sounds good.
I go with the 1080p.
1080p it is, yeah. Let us start. Yeah, what's on your mind today for league stuff? Like, what are you thinking? What? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I started watching your stuff like 2 months ago, so I watched like a lot of your YouTube stuff.
Oh baby.
Yeah. I gave like I think what I found really interesting is like the idea of the wave management and like the back timings. I am like lacking sometimes the decision making, and what like my main problem is, I think, is the pressuring, because I'm like a Vayne main, like hardcore.
Okay.
I get often pressured like by Draven, Draven, Caitlyn, Brand, something like that. So I have like I'm having a hard time in lane, but once it gets to team fighting, I can actually like often pop off and like bring it home. But I guess that's a Vayne thing as well.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Also, dodge if you see this champion.
No, see, the thing is, it's like my pre-made, and this is like we were trying to make her work, I guess. And
I see.
It's really hard. Like, I think she has a lot of potential, but it's just it's really hard. Like Yumi can be really hard.
He's a champion, all right. So which of these do you want to take a look at first, then? If we're looking at lane stuff.
The Caitlyn brand is probably the one that is kind of like what I want to, what I was trying to get at. I have one that is still uploading that's on 92% because the other one had sound, so for some reason like it got taken down, but it's done in like 20 seconds. So I'll link it, and then I guess that's the one I really want to watch, because that's a misfortune game where I did kind of okay, but I was just behind on CS and I just lost the game, I think, in mid game. So yeah.
I see. Okay. Interesting.
All right.
So you mentioned you had problems with being pressured in lane, right?
Yeah.
You know, like they're gonna try and hit you, and then what do we do, right? So let's take a look. How do we kind of I guess play around that? What do you think? Just like, let's take a look at the first 5 seconds here, and see if you see anything you can do. Is there a problem here, and can you do anything better?
Well, I went in for the tumble because I thought I'm gonna get the 2 CS, but it really didn't work out. So
okay, so
and that
maybe
what was boosted. Oh god.
You know, it was a nice try trying to tumble for it, right? Well, why is not having tumble not so good?
Because Brand is gonna dig me most of
the time.
Okay,
so if you have tumble and you stand here and he throws a W, can you dodge it?
Yeah, most of the times, I guess.
Right, I would say so. Oh, one sec, my pen is freaking out. What if you have no tumble? Can you dodge it?
With boots, yeah. Without boots, it's tricky sometimes, I'd say.
Yeah, like here, kind of hard to dodge, right? So what does that tell you in lanes where you need to dodge something when you're playing Vayne? Is there like some kind of rule you can come up with to help you dodge the things you need to dodge?
Yeah, I mean, holding on to your tumble, I guess.
Well, let's say you already use it, because sometimes you're gonna use it like this. I think that's fine, right?
Because my problem, like, if you go, let's say, towards Caitlyn a bit, like, so that you get out of range from Brand, like she's gonna poke you, well, maybe you can sidestep that easier with her Q coming in or something. So maybe it's the positioning. I don't know.
Well, let's just start with let's say you don't have it.
Yeah.
Right? What do you need to do, I guess, if in order to dodge their abilities?
Just go a bit
in order to not get hit. Sorry, what were you saying?
You just go a bit back, I guess.
Yeah, just go back. Until when?
Like at least that Lulu and I are like on one length, I guess. So.
Well, what did you say you needed to dodge skill shots with?
Well, the tumble.
Right,
Unless okay, I get you. Okay.
Right. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you have a problem with getting hit. You need your tumble to dodge it. You say you could dodge it. I would agree, right?
Yeah.
I think you have a high chance of dodging it. And then, oh, okay, what do we do if we don't have it? We can't walk up. All right. So if you watch this sequence, this is a Vayne thing, right? A lot of Vayne players sometimes have this problem, right? if you have no tumble for whatever reason, you use it to trade, you use it to get away from a gank. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? You're gonna use it eventually. You know how should you play when you don't have it? You see what are you doing here that could get you in trouble here if you have no tumble.
Well, I could get like poked by both of them, and then I'm like lower on health, and then I'm like having hard times to farm.
Right, and
because
why
like, I
can't
can't
you
walk up.
Yeah, why can't you trade or dodge this?
Because I have to choose one of the two.
Like, oh well. I mean, you can't. Can you dodge this brand W?
No, probably not. No, because I don't really see it.
Based on what? What did we just talk about?
Yeah, because of tumble.
And how come you can't trade? Oh, because of tumble, right? So you see how everything you kind of want to do in lane, it revolves around do you have this or not, right? So if you don't have it, you want to kind of make a habit of making sure the things you want to do, make sure you don't need tumble to try and do it, right? Like, oh, you're trying to push this, but you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, let me get to this part. This is the other part here, that I wanted to talk about. The second half of this 5 seconds. So, when you're trying to CS here, right?
Yeah.
Is there any problems with this?
Well, I still don't have vision on brand.
Okay.
So I'd say that that's probably one problem. But I also see that Caitlyn has a headshot charged up. So I'm going to get smacked by that for taking the CS. And I guess that's like one thing that I have very often. It's just I take a lot of poke or I take a lot of damage because I want to get the CS, because I'm like scared if I don't CS, at least like on a halfway decent level, I fall off too hard.
Right? And that might be why you're getting hit so often, is because you want the CS so bad, they're gonna hit you no matter what, right? Here's a common trap. You want a cannon minion at level 5, level 6, all they kill you. Because they throw ultis at you or something, right? That's actually kind of common. I did that yesterday. So if you, let's just say, don't worry about the minion here.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do here that is good for our lane, I guess?
I don't know. I wanted to get the vision on brand. So I guess that was like something I go for, but I completely monkers the ward.
Yeah, the ward got messed up, right? Okay, sometimes unfortunate.
Yeah, but I guess that because like if I kind of maybe can see it coming, I don't know, maybe with Lulu Shield I can get a trade off that can give me a bit of an advantage to farm. So that was like my way of thinking in the game. So, but since I fucked with the ward,
I mean, that's good, right? So if you trade with Brand, that's good, right? Because Brand doesn't really want to trade, and you're gonna get the Lulu Shield, right?
Yeah.
So have you seen this idea where, if Brand is standing here, what happens if you try and trade with him?
He's going to try to like get his W off, and Caitlyn is just going to walk up. But maybe she takes a couple of minions.
So you guys aren't really. That's not really winning, right?
No. At the moment, no, definitely not.
What if Brand is here?
Well, then he's like quite out of position. Like,
right? You just hit him, right? Why is he out of position?
Because he's overextended. Like to.
What does overextended mean?
I mean, he's more towards our side of the lane, so we can like have an easy time to punish him. Whereas,
what makes it easier to punish him here?
Because he's really close to us, and like the minions.
Does proximity always mean you can punish? I mean, you've seen this before, right? This could be level 5 Blitzcrank. He fists you and hooks you. Oh, this is awkward, right?
Yeah.
What makes it overextended, I guess? So, like, remember the problem with hitting him here was what?
It's like Caitlyn. So
Caitlyn.
So if Brand is there, then the problem is that Caitlyn is so far away.
Yeah, so Caitlyn's too far away to help, right?
Yeah.
So if you take a look at this, Brand is standing here, and Caitlyn's standing here. Is there any way we can kind of get a favorable trade-off? Because, like you say, you want to trade with the Lulu Shield, right? So how do we make it so one guy can't help the other? What do you think?
Well, you kind of try to split them, so... But isn't like, in that scenario, like if Lulu would walk up to Caitlyn right now, isn't that like the window that I could maybe take? Or is it like something that I have to proactively create? Because I feel like
let's take a look at this. Let's say Lulu walks up here.
Yeah.
Right? And she trades with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So Caitlyn hits her back. You know, who's winning this?
Me, if I get a couple of autos in.
Oh, you're trying to auto from here though, right?
Yeah, so I would have to tumble, and then Brand is going to W.
Yeah, so okay, is this how many people are involved in this trade?
Yeah, so it's a 2v2, and
I'm 2v2, 2v2.
Yeah.
So the whole idea behind this idea and this idea was what? What are we trying to do to them?
Well, we're just trying to keep them split, I guess.
Yeah, trying to keep them split, so it ends up being a 2v1. Right?
Yeah.
So if we could magically teleport here, where would we want to go? If they are playing like this, because you said, you know, if they're split, we can probably do something. This looks pretty. They look pretty far away from each other, right?
Yeah.
So
I think a bit above Lulu. If I want, like, if I can teleport myself, I would go like next to Lulu. Yeah, somewhere like this.
So let's say Brand circle is like this. Anywhere outside of this is winning. Does that make sense? Because then you can trade with Caitlyn 2v1. That's what you're looking for. Can we 2v1 him? Right? And it's because it's Brand, right? These poke supports. How do you punish a poke support? Oh, if our lane is trade, we trade 2v1. Easy, right? But you can't trade 2v2. So if you take a look at this, right? You know, you said you would rather stand here than here. And one of the main reasons that you were caught doing this is because you really want the minion. All right? Don't worry about the minion. Worry about the 2v2 interaction, I think. In my opinion, I think you should worry about the 2v2 interaction. So why, you know, can you explain to me why standing in this yellow spot is better than this red spot in this lane for this picture, I guess?
I mean, the advantage is that Lulu is next to me, so the chances are like lower that Caitlyn is really going to go for the auto attack harass or the trade, because she would get punished by the both of us probably more.
Right.
So and Brand can't really help her, so Brand is like out of position in this.
So Lulu can help you, Brand can't help them. Is the idea, right? So if you take a look at this, right? Well, what happens if you go here? That means, you know, they can 2v2 all of a sudden, right? So, you know, that's the idea here is which direction in the lane are you going to? Are you going towards their support, or are you trying to isolate their ADC, right? See how this works? Where you wanted to trade, but you need your tumble. So that was kind of awkward in the beginning. You lost the shield because we walked up or something, and then we tried to like ward the bush, but he's gonna hit you, right? So you just want to trade with Caitlyn, and it's easy clap. And Caitlyn, you would need, if Caitlyn wants to play this right, she has to go this way. Yeah. Otherwise, a lot of times when you see, I don't know if you ever watch like people who are smurfing in low elo or something, they like walk up and they just win the lane level 1, right? Because the enemy ADC doesn't know what to do. This is one of those ideas where you want to kind of problem solve, right? What does your lane want to do? What does Lulu want to do?
Well, I think we just want to have a trade, so the shield is getting used properly, and I guess we want to get some poke off with Lulu in general because of her range.
Right. I would say shield is most likely to work, right? And, you know, Brand and Caitlyn, they just want to throw stuff at you. So what does that mean? Oh, if we trade, we win. Right? If we find some kind of trade, we're winning. So that's kind of your, I think, a good way to help you figure out what to do in laning phase and not worry about the minions. Yeah. Right? If you lose a minion, but you get a trade on Caitlyn, how good is that?
It's worth.
That's insane, right? You won the lane, and then you get the minions anyways, right? So in the long run, you'll get more minions if you win the PvP. Because check it out, you essentially lost lane already, in the sense that we had a deficit. We had to wait for a Doran shield. I don't know. It's gonna be very hard, right? So you're gonna lose minions when they push into tower now, right? See how that works? Where by trying to get the minions, you lose minions. If that makes any sense.
I know. So, and in the other video, it's like the proper example, because I'm like super low health and I should back, but then I just stay because I'm like thinking I have to stay, otherwise I fall behind too much, and that's like literally the reason.
You just got base, right?
Yeah.
So let's back it up. Actually, this is a good habit we can insert here for laning phase, right? Yeah. So what's the main problem? What do you think? After everything we just talked about,
greeding too much for CS and positioning not properly.
What would you rather do instead?
like position next to Lulu and like go rather for the trade than the CS.
All right, we want to focus on our matchup, right?
Yeah.
So we would say something like, how do we make a habit in here? So every time you want the CS, this will happen. So the trigger is you want the CS. The trigger, the habit is I'm gonna do this thing every time I want a CS. What is this thing?
Have my tumble ready and like I don't know, be next to my support, I guess, or closer, or like in a better position than.
Well, why do we need a better position? Like what's like what determines what a good position is?
Well, the wave situation, like how the wave is standing and how we are standing.
Anything else? And this is like a habit, not just for Vayne and Lulu, but for any 4 champions in bot lane, right? So maybe something like insert the habit of stick to our lane matchup, right? Or when you want to get a minion, prioritize the lane matchup, and then you can get the minion.
Yeah,
if that makes sense, right? And then that would help a lot, right?
Yeah,
you see how that works? Every time you want a minion, this is lane matchup, let me do it, and then yes or no. If not, I'll give it up. If so, then we can take it, or we can trade, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big habit that you can work on in lane. Literally every time you want a minion, right? Check it out. So every time you want a minion, I want you to think of this. How's my lane matchup going? Want a minion? Oh, I trade with Brand. You see how that fast that is?
Yeah.
It's 2v1. So we remember our circle. They swap positions, right? It's the same thing. Oh, we stand over here. So you see how this works, where it seems like we can figure out ways to just win randomly, but it's not really random. It's kind of these guys are trying to do their win condition, but you have a way to beat that. You're gonna trade with him due to positioning or matchup or whatever, and it happens when you want a minion. This is your chance. Every time you want a minion, they want to throw stuff at you. This is your chance to win. So you can tumble, you can auto attack tumble, but this is easy clap, right? Now, what happens if you try to trade with them but their jungle's bot?
I'm probably going to have to waste my flash.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary, right? Or if the 2F is coming, right? So the 2v2 is very important, and then after that, you need to make sure you know how to play around the jungle and like roams and stuff like that, right? But 2v2 for sure, like. If you can't win the 2v2 idea, then you're gonna have a lot of problems, right? So you see this. You see on any opportunities here, like we just said, you want a minion playing to your lane matchup. What does that tell you can do here?
Now we should clap Caitlyn actually.
Yeah, tumble in on an auto attack leave. That's a trade. That's a trade. Easy. And Brandon is so far away. He would have to do some spicy. He would have to know beforehand in order to punish that, right? So, what is she doing here? What do you think?
I think she greeted for CS or maybe for a poke on Lulu because Brand was like kind of debating her.
Yeah, she was trolling, right? So walked up into her wave for some reason. Easy hit, right? So you see how you might be looking at the minions, but it
looks like as if I have too much respect from everything.
yeah. You might not know. It's like you want the minions. They're doing something like, how do I react to this? Right? So if you add this step in here where you want a minion, immediately think of the matchup every time. And don't worry about the minions. The minions are like, you can kill minions in your sleep, essentially. You can farm minions in your sleep at this point, I would hope, right? So very much, do you know this matchup / do you know what you want to do? And then do that first, then get the minion, all right? So here's like, easy clap, right? So if how many times does Caitlyn or Brand give you hits? Could have hit them you could have gotten maybe 4 trades so far, and then you would automatically win the lane, right? And then they're the ones who are sad. Like this, boom. Was that winning?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right? And it's winning, right? How come Brand can't help?
Yeah, because we're already out. Like
exactly. You see this? It's the same thing. This whole positioning idea. And how come it's not winning harder? It's just mechanics, right? Here, you might have canceled an auto. So you weren't just winning, you were hard winning, right?
Yeah.
So it's very much kind of figuring out how can you reproduce this every time, right? Every time you want a minion, is this your opportunity to look for it, right?
I came here for two things.
For example,
to suck some hard
you want this caster minion? Can you do your matchup?
Dicks.
Caster minion, the matchup, yes or no, and then go from there, right? Like every time, like not just once. Like every time you kill a minion, this is you do this, right? So it's a really hard habit to pick up, but if you can do this, you will destroy these guys at this elo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of the idea. And since you play one champion, it's really helpful for you to do this because when you play against trade supports, you know the way you trade auto attack tumble or tumble first or whatever, right? So it's gonna be really good. But yeah, Lulu has no mana somehow. Oh no. But now we're getting pushed in, which is kind of awkward, huh? And she stepped on a trap. Monkey ass. Does that kind of make sense? Do you have any questions about that or?
No, I think it actually goes into one of my points that I forgot to mention in the beginning, because I feel like sometimes I could do more than I like. I feel like I'm scared a lot of the times because this is the position I'm literally in very often. Like they just run down on my tower and I'm just like trying to CS on the turret because I'm like,
right. You want to prioritize this 2v2 matchup idea for sure, right? And of course the whole need your tumble to dodge their stuff. So level 1 was kind of awkward, but I didn't really see you do that anymore, right? So I'm not that was like, it seemed like a one-off thing. Oh, you guys can kill them, right? Oh, trolling! You see this?
Yeah. I know, we were like shouting because we were like, oh my god, she's like running off. And then we just like, okay, we have to go on somebody. And then I think like we could decide who to go on. It's really bad.
You see how I like figured it out that fast, right? It's, oh, I want to push a minion. Look at the matchup. Oh, easy clap. We're all in and they need a poke, right? So you can go on anyone here. You can flash on him. You can attack her, push her out of lane. But these guys aren't... these guys are playing full of holes, right? So if you want to punish them, it's just very much, remember, you want a minion, you want to push a minion, whatever, figure out your matchup, right? Or focus on your matchup. Man, that Caitlyn actually super trolled. Oh, you guys just won. Oh, kill the Caitlyn, right? No! No, run away!
Yeah. That was totally I totally messed that up. That was my bad.
So yeah, like you said, maybe too much respect for your opponent or something. I think you've seen my... you mentioned you watched a lot of my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos, right? Did you watch the lane matchup ones where I talk about how do we win lane through matchups?
Yeah.
That one's really good, I think.
Yeah, it did. I mean, and it started to make me look at different, like, let's say if we have a Soraka or if we have a Thresh, so if there's like an all-in, like it did help me like totally like to like put it like differentiate, I guess. But I still, nevertheless, like I get a bit of poke and I'm just like very defensive, I guess.
Right. So this is where the specific habits come in. So of course we say, hey, play to your matchup, but that doesn't really help you that much in terms of in the moment gameplay, right?
Yeah.
In the moment gameplay, we're like, kill a minion, look at the matchup, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it specifically works. Check it out. You want this minion? Can you do your matchup here? Oh, we can trade with Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Right? Or if you can't trade with Caitlyn, just dodge their poke, right? And you can't get the minion. That's all. You take a tower shot, right? How about this cannon wave? Is this cannon minion? Is there anything we can do here? Oh, nothing. Then you have to dodge first, right?
Yeah.
It can't trade, right? Look at their position. So it's impossible to 2v1 them here, right? So you see how that kind of works over and over again? Every time you want a minion, you do this. Oh, can't get the minion. Trading, not possible, right? Actually on every single minion, all right? So that's kind of the super, like a super habit you want to develop, right? This trigger actually happens 100 times in lane phase.
Yeah.
Like how much CS is there by like 11 minutes? 114 or something, right? 120 CS. So you're gonna do this 120 times. Phase, right? So I'm like serious. Like you wanna make this an omega habit, and that way you'll be really good. It's like if there's like a secret to get good fast, it's how fast can you make this habit become a reality, right? So I don't know what Siobhan is supposed to do, but
she kind of signaled like she's going in. And then I was like, okay, I eat her away because like I don't want to take this trade anymore.
It's not happening,
because like Brand is going to dig us down totally. And then I was just like, no.
It's just not happening, right? So, this is just a product of because you guys are getting poked so much, the TF is coming, right? I mean, maybe you can defend the dive. Well, you guys lost the tower actually. It feels bad.
Yeah. It's just like
I want you to take a look at this though. It's just I know we talk about the same thing over and over again, but just to highlight it because it's this important, right? How'd you get hit by this Brand W?
Because I don't know actually.
Watch.
I don't know.
What are you thinking in this moment?
Oh,
First instinct is what?
Yeah, it's going for the top CS.
I want that caster minion, right? I want this minion.
Yeah.
One tower hit, one auto attack. This CS, right? And what is Brand thinking here?
Like he's going to smack me with his W.
Yeah, he's like, oh, she wants a minion. I'm gonna throw this at her, right? So you walk up for the minion. You see this? You see that real quick? This is why first person. This is why replays are kind of useless without first person. Where's your mouse cursor?
Yeah, next to Lulu.
Yeah. Well, no, your mouse cursor.
Oh yeah, that's Brand.
Yeah, you're trying to get this. You're trying to get that CS, right? So. Oh, you kind of misclicked too. Yeah. It's okay. that's the idea though, right? So very much the same. Train this habit, I think, is gonna be your number one laning tip, I guess, or thing to work on is think about the matchup every time you want a minion. And it's too far gone. You guys lost too much health. Gone. So let's take a look at the other replays.
Alright, so this is I by accident got klepto, so that was like fucking horrible. And
accidental klepto. It's okay. You don't need damage on Vayne. You just need your W.
The worst thing is it actually kind of works for a bit, but then we kind of.
What the heck? Level 1 Pog Champ, level 1 Hook. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice. How did this happen? You just walked up to the bush? Nice. Very nice. And Vayne all in is very good, right?
Yeah, it's quite strong. Like level 2 is super strong, but level 1 is not too bad, I think.
Not too bad indeed, especially with press the attack. Yeah. Very nice. I like how you dodged the Soraka silence. Nope, you can't dive that. That was good. It's really good to not try for that, right? I think maybe you could have gotten it, but it's not worth.
I was thinking it, but it's like well, if she lands a Q, it's definitely not.
It's just not. I mean, dying for it is probably not bad, but Ezreal is coming back. Maybe he's giving the kill. Jungle could be coming. I don't know. It's just not unclear if you could finish it, right? So that's good. I think that's good. Some people might say otherwise. Some people might say just kill this guy, but I don't think it's bad at all. You don't want to somehow turn your winning lane into a losing lane, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to win harder. You just need to not lose now. Okay, fast forward. Okay, let's see. I think a lot of the things that we talked about last game are definitely happening, right? Like Oh, want the minion? What does that tell you? What should you think about here?
Maybe actually pressure the Soraka a bit. Like.
Why would you say that?
Because Ezreal is already, I think, moving backwards. So like on Soraka, maybe even Thresh could maybe land a hook because
how does he land a? Isn't there minions in the way?
Well, if I get the caddy, probably won't be. Like
let's do this exercise, right? So we want the minion. This is our habit. We want a minion. Think about matchup, and then play accordingly.
I'm probably going to get Q'd and bike Soraka.
Agreed.
That's what she's going to try to do. Yeah. And the Ezreal is probably going to W me.
So what does that tell you? And what do you guys want to do?
I think we should try to push them off. I think we have the power because we got the early kill on them. So I think we can just like walk up and be.
So let's say we trade with Soraka, she Qs us, Ezreal Ws us. And then when Thresh walks up, they walk away. What happens?
Yeah. We can free farm.
Wait, but how much health did you lose for that?
Fair amount.
You lost like a fourth of your health or half your health, right? For nothing almost.
Yeah.
So remember, what does that tell you about your matchup? What does your matchup want to do? So before, why did that work? Against Caitlyn Brand, why did that work?
Because they don't have sustain. Like they didn't have sustain.
What let your lane do that?
Well, they were split and they are standing together. Is that what you mean?
Besides that, right? Because they could be split here, and you're still gonna have a problem if you try and hit Soraka, right? A lot of times. What's the difference between Lulu Vayne and Lulu Thresh?
We have to go for the kill. Like we have to go in ham.
Yeah, we want to all in essentially, or
Yeah,
hook someone,
yeah.
right? We want to catch them, right? So in this example, right, if you want this minion and then you guys want to all in and catch, can you do that here?
I don't. No, the situation is not good, and I don't think Thresh has flash anymore
Agreed,
as well.
right? And the jungle is
there's
missing,
no
so
point, yeah.
it's not possible, right? So you see how
Yeah.
it depends on what you want to definitely look at what your support wants to do in order to play accordingly. Because before, if you had Lulu, 100% correct, we just killed it. We just hit the Soraka, we're winning. But we don't have a Lulu this time. This time it's a Thresh, right? Next time it's a Blitzcrank, or it's gonna be a Galio, or Nautilus, or who knows, right? So it's gonna be different every time. So you wanna make sure you calculate this. You do the minion, you calculate your matchup, and then what do you do next, right? So when you try and get this cannon, what's your next move? He's gonna
back
poke
off
you, right?
again.
Yeah, back off again, right? And we just rinse and repeat, right? So that's exactly what you want to do. Okay, nice try on the dodging the Q, but that was basically the right move. And you can come to that conclusion based on that habit that we talked about, right? Every time you want a minion, do this thing.
Proper runes actually. This game was fun. It's the other one then.
Oh, the other one that was Klepto?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Okay. Oh, can we catch them here? Oh, that's Thresh. What are you doing? Thresh is trolling.
Yeah.
Thresh is trolling. Feels bad. Well, and then somehow you guys lost all your health, right?
Yeah.
So definitely a main thing you want to look at, all right, is every time you want a minion, don't commit for it until you figure out this matchup idea, all right?
Yeah.
And we'd prefer you to literally have like 0 CS, but practice this habit 100 times for our game, right? We're looking for like long-term improvement, right? Like permanent habit for your gameplay that will help. Otherwise, every game will be like this. You're getting pushed in, you have no health. What are you supposed to do, right? But if you watch other people play Vayne, it's not the same, right?
True.
Oh, this is not possible. And then now your jungle's wasting time bot both games.
Yeah.
Oh no. Shyvana and Graves, you want to farm? Oh, this is just disaster. All right, let's fast forward. I want to see some out of lane stuff because I think we talked a lot about laning phase.
Yeah.
It really is 2v2, right? The 2v2 stuff. So, you'll see. Let's see if we can get some. Fast forward. Oh, actually, something might happen here. There's a flare range. Okay, here we go. I mean, jungle missing. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, what is Thresh doing?
I don't know. He just backed off. I thought he's maybe going to Lantern.
He's gonna go ward blue or something. So, oh, that's not good enough, is it? Not good enough. Oh,
yeah, I burned
you. Trolling, right? This is an all-in. You see how that works?
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to show you the power of your matchup, right? How low are you?
I'm super low. I'm actually like 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah, 600 health on you, 500 health on you. Okay, how'd you guys win?
Yeah, because we are all in lane.
Yeah, all in lane, and what do they want to do? They want to poke. Oh, they want to poke and trade. So, this is how big of a deficit you can have, but you can win because of your matchup, right? Your matchup is very important in the laning phase. If he didn't miss that play, that Ezreal was doomed, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of trolled. Your Thresh kind of trolled, but so did you. But okay. Yeah, true. No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The habit is like kicking in.
That's what he was trying to do earlier, right? Is he wanted to ward blue? Or you're just dead. So it looks like all your games are just dives and then low HP dives, and it's just like feels bad, man. He actually lives, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels bad. Oh, Cassidy. Oh, Cassidy and clean up. Oh, you got them all. Is there a first or Soraka first? Soraka first. Okay. I think Ezreal could have suicided if he went for Soraka, so makes sense. Okay, fast forward. Any questions, by the way, besides what we've been talking about?
No, I think that's actually pretty like something I was looking for.
Good. You see this, right? Yeah. I'm like not an exaggeration. Every time you want a minion, like every time you want to last hit a minion, right here, right? You want to last hit this minion? Oh, we can trade with Ezreal because Soraka is super far away, something like that, right? Because Vayne versus Ezreal trade is better. Vayne trades better, right? So this is what you're looking for here. Is this kind of stuff. Every time you want to kill a minion, matchup. Remind yourself of the matchup. And right now, like, don't worry about jungle ganks, because like we can't even get to that point. I think we're always losing lane somehow, so the enemy jungle doesn't even come bot, right? Or he does come bot, but it dives, and it's kind of too late at that point. All right, I want you to be the strongest 2v2 bot laner at this elo ever. that's your goal here, right?
Yeah. Right.
Let's take a look. What happened here?
I took too much poke because of the silence.
Oh, let's
so I went like too far. Like I didn't know that we were just like backing off, and then I was just like in a really really bad position. So I think if I would have just stayed where I am right now, I would be fine. But like I kind of like tried to maybe go in for like auto attack or 1-2 auto attack. So it's just
why can't you go in for more auto attacks here?
Because minions and Soraka and Ezreal, like they have a clean line on me. He just used his E, so they're probably going to like blast a lot back at me. And Thresh,
if you 3-hit passive him, it's gonna be good, right?
Yeah, but I mean Thresh has no spells anymore. Like he maybe has Lantern, that's it.
But you can do this by yourself, right?
Yeah, but with Soraka, I don't know.
What do you need to do it by yourself? What ability do you need to do it by yourself?
Yeah, Tumble, which I wasted on getting fast, like to Ezreal when
right. So okay, so I mean, it's not like, you know, sometimes you use Tumble not ideally. It's fine, right? You're gonna work on it, but after you use it, you know, what should you do when you don't have it? I guess this is the habit. I think another mechanical habit you were saying here is this idea. What should you do if you don't have it, right? But you try and keep going.
Okay.
What do you want to do instead?
Just stay in the back and wait until I have it again.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So if you don't have it, you need to wait until you do have it. So the trigger would be like use your tumble, and then you just need to keep in mind you don't have your tumble.
Yeah.
Right? Now the habit you can insert here is I don't have tumble. If I need tumble to make this work, I can't do it, right? So you need a tumble here to get the 3-hit passive off. Otherwise, it's just never gonna happen, right? So it's not that going for this is good, right? Trying to hit this Ezreal after you got hooked is good. It's just you kept going without your Q, right? So
yeah. Power.
Yeah, every time something sad is happening in lane, it's matchup or tumble. We would say, oh, this easy clap, very nice. Oh, got him. One more? Or Master Yi's here. You can probably go for it, right? Oh, she missed. That's trolling. Oh, killer. One more. Oh no. She had barrier. She's gone.
Yeah. I was crying.
It's okay. That's good.
Like,
you played well.
I think.
Yeah, you died in Master Yi though.
Yeah.
What do you think? Problem or not a problem?
The problem was not that I chased Raka. I think the problem was that I wanted to push the wave in and like greeted too much, like too long, because I didn't see him. I think like I should have maybe gotten some CS after, because I wasted a lot of time like trying to kill her. Like I think when she barriered, I should have just backed off, farmed and backed. I think that was my problem at this position. Like
right. It's okay. So
I wasted too much time, like, and he had so much time to get into lane.
So is there like
nothing? Is
there a habit you want to insert there?
Well, it's map awareness in general, and then maybe like if I make somebody back, then definitely just push a bit and just straight up leave. Like not going in between towers for sure.
Then then when do you want to, what's the trigger here? You just wanted to kill him, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess you could say the habit would be like, oh, can you actually do this, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Is this worth trying to go for? I mean, I don't know. If you do that a lot, maybe it's something to take a look at. But I'm not sure if that will happen every game, right?
No, I don't really chase between the other two towers.
Oh, you got heal baited again. He actually has heal again, I think. Oh, nice. Good. Fast forward. Sure. Okay, let's see what's
So
going on
yeah, I
here.
think this game is like I'm actually in a really good position and I could carry, but like he runs away with the game, and I think like the problem is because I get caught like 1 or 2 times in really awkward spots.
Interesting. This
So
Master Yi seems to be inting right now.
yeah, I know,
Just
I
keeps
know. It's
dying.
just
Oh no! Oh, Ezreal's trolling!
yeah, I know.
What the hell? Oh, here comes Kennen. Condemn? Oh, nice try. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
wanted to flash condemn, but like I fucked up the mechanic. Like I didn't E before I flashed. So
That's okay then. Then, if you have the idea there, it's okay. Then what does that mean? Can you
well,
make sure it doesn't happen again?
yeah, true.
What are you gonna do? Oh shit, you guys
Well,
actually lost off this. Yeah,
yeah,
triple kill.
that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I entered that like super hard.
How do you make sure you don't mess up mechanics?
Well, I'm doing like the warm up routine thing now, so
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
try
think
to train the mechanics there.
yeah, that's
So
about it, right? Practice tool, practice tool, practice tool.
yeah,
So okay, feels bad, but sometimes it happens. This Master has 12 kills.
yeah, and now it's just like really unlucky.
Cassidy going home, maybe. I mean, this is just some ARAM going on here.
Yeah,
You can't do anything here, right? It's not happening. Fast forward. Oh, they're diving, trolling.
yeah,
He's
that was
trolling.
canon like completely going ahead.
Easy. Nice. Oh, you walk up without a tumble, you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
nice.
like my thinking was like that my team is behind me, so I'm just going to go for it now. And then I was like, okay, I'm alone. So
Dude,
I
this
have to,
Matsuyi is trolling. How do you guys lose to this animal?
I don't know, like honestly.
Holy, no, you can't lose. You can't lose to this guy. Okay, nice. Sure. I think since you had your ulti, the tumble is not as bad because it has cooldown reduction on it, right?
Yeah. I
Vayne
mean,
did
it
just
got
get nerfed.
nerfed now. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I fucked it up for trash. Like, I
That's
totally
funny.
fucked it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he would go for hook either, so.
Yeah, same. I was like, okay, he's like super low. He's just
Yeah, I
gonna
thought he
go
would just
out.
run, you know? What the hell? Trolling? Why is
Yeah,
Graves trying to kill the Soraka? Oh,
I don't know.
he got debated, lol. He should have ulted first, I guess, instead of eating. Whatever, he's just dead. An instant FF seems good.
Yeah, it's just
3 innate jungle. Is that the 3 innate jungle FFing?
Yeah, I think so.
Classic. That's like a sin of solo queue. If you're the one feeding, don't start the forfeit.
Yeah.
Okay, they actually got Baron, unfortunately. As long as Cassidy kills everyone, though, you win.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
Cassidy does not kill everyone, though.
Malzahar is like.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Do you see this threshold?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
So yeah, that saved me completely. Without it, I would
Spicy.
have been smashed there.
Okay. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, the fights, like you said, when there's team fighting going on, it seems like you do come out on top. There are no major problems, so to speak.
I didn't see Malzahar coming at all. That was like, and then that's it. I think that's how we lost the game.
You guys just lose, huh?
Yeah, I think that's the end of the game. Oh no, it's 5 minutes.
What do you think? Any problems here?
Well, I knew that Malzahar was mid lane, but I didn't see the roam coming, and I think Cannon TP'd or something. I didn't see.
Right?
So I kind of knew that they're coming. Like but like I didn't. I don't know for what reason I didn't consider them actually flanking me. So I should have maybe positioned myself a bit further behind my team or already with my team.
Well, so the problem was they're flanking you, right?
Yeah.
So what's the and the solution is we would like to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Right? Because here you didn't know they were flanking you, which is why you're really close to them here, right? You said you would rather go here. So then what's the trigger? What made you?
Yeah, Master Yi. Master Yi.
Like, what are you trying to do here?
I'm thinking like I have to get this game out of this guy out of the game.
All right, you're trying to hit this guy or kill this guy, right? So what does that tell you now? Every time you want to hit every time you see this. You want to hit this guy. What should you think? What's the habit inserted here?
I should get into a position where I can hit him without getting clapped.
Right? And how do you know if you're getting clapped or not?
Yeah, minimap for sure.
Yeah, just look at the map, right? Every time you're gonna hit a guy, oh, map. And you would have noticed that Kennen beforehand was coming up around you, right? So Kennen Malzahar, I'd be like, yo, I need to run this way. Like, we need out. Otherwise, you're just dying, right? If you stay alive, you are the master Yi of your team.
Yeah, I know. Because at this point, I was considering flash
condemn or something, right?
Yeah, so and that's why I got caught. And it's like because I didn't just do it.
Yeah, no, you're so focused on trying to kill him, you got caught, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, look, watch Malzahar. How fast did he walk up to you? Fast or slow?
Relatively slow, actually.
Like, pretty fucking slow, right?
Yeah.
he just walked up, man. Yeah. So it's like, God. You're too focused on trying to hit this guy, right?
Yeah.
So when you want to hit a guy, you look at the map, make sure you're safe, right? From any kind of TP or flank or anything like that. Like that's an out of lane habit. I think that could help you out really well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not over. I'm telling you, this master is Inter.
Yeah, I think he totally
He's
was,
actually
but
Inter.
yeah, like I think he thought that he can go 1v9, but Thresh was like hooking him proper.
What the fuck? You don't need to condemn. Oh, the flash in. You're gonna die soon if you're not careful. Who's their melee? Malzahar. Malzahar and who's their jungle? No, sorry. Who's their
Cannon.
Who's missing here? Ezreal? Oh, Ezreal is useless, huh?
Yeah, he's
okay. Fast forward.
Overstayed. Totally overstayed now.
Yeah, fucking run, boys.
Yeah.
You are not running. Oh, you are dead. You're dead for sure. Everyone's down to Master Yi. Okay, let's just run. Okay, good. We based. Defend the Nexus. They're trolling. They can't end. What are they doing? Okay, good. Oh, they're trolling. Let's go. This is win. This is your time to shine. Oh, it's okay. No punish. Oh my god. Saving your tumble, that was so clean. That was really good. You see how hard you debated this Kennen? This Kennen's looking for you. That's so funny. Oh, dodge all the skill shots. You guys can't do anything here. That's fine.
No, that's
team trolling. Yeah, don't chase that. Okay, good. Red top. You can dragon. You can stay Baron. I mean, they have a lot of options here. If you do dragon, you're not master. You're just gonna kill the Baron, yo.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
What do you think? What do you think? Problem or not a problem?
It is a problem because now they just like wreck our base. But the question is really like, could we have contested the Baron? I think maybe.
Well, is the problem?
Yeah, I remember this fight now. Oh my god,
it is easy. No,
such a bad position.
This is so easy. No.
I got clapped again, flanked by Cannon. I was like,
right. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, minimap. But I was like,
minimap.
Yeah.
So if you look at the map here, can you come up with a plan for this team fight? Very simple for Vayne.
To be honest, since I didn't have flash, like I would have liked to flash to the left, like where the bush is, kind of.
To the left to Malzahar. Yeah. Isn't he gonna ult you?
Yeah, because he has no ult anymore. He just used it in the beginning.
Did you see it?
I think you can see it there, no?
The one on the ground, right?
No.
But did you see that in a team fight?
Oh, I think. I don't know.
It seems pretty spooky. Well, you don't have flash regardless, right?
Yeah. So, like, honestly, in this fight, I actually kind of want to let him die and just back off.
Okay. So, well, can you come up? So let's say we look at the map here. You want to hit a guy? You look at the mini map here. Can you come up with a plan to beat Kennen's ulti?
Yeah, if I keep my condemn, maybe.
Yeah, if you keep your condemn, right? So just auto attack, go invisible for Master Yi, and then if Kennen engages, condemn win, right? And then you kill everyone. So it's just you can't come up with this. You came up with it in the replay, but you how come you couldn't do it in game is because you just didn't know he was coming, right? So very much if there is something to look at out of lane, this could help a lot, right? Like remember when we do these habits and we insert it into these triggers, it's every single time you want to do X, you do Y, which is your habit, right? So every time you want a minion, my matchup, right? Check my matchup. Every time you want to hit a guy in in a team fight, check the map until you can account for everyone, right? It's gonna help a lot. So feels bad, right? If you take a look, right? Could you have condemned this cannon? What do you think?
Yeah, onto the pointy part of the pit. Like where he is right now, where I actually condemned him. Like that's where I could have condemned Cannon.
Yeah, you just 1v9 this team fight, right? So you just need to know he's coming though. Otherwise, it's impossible, right? So.
But honestly, also I think Thresh hooked him a bit towards me, so that's also a bit unlucky.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like that, you know. All right, let's take a look at this one.
I posted the video in Discord that like finished uploading.
Okay, so is that the one you want to see next?
I like that's the one where like, but I mean again, like we talked about it a lot in the. Oh no, it's not working. I guess again.
Oh yeah, it's not doing it.
Yeah. Well then let's go for Klepto because I think in that game, well, I ran Klepto and I am doing okay-ish, but like I lose late game again.
Well, you lose late game. All right, you want to skip the laning phase? We saw a lot of laning phase.
Yeah, we can do that.
So remind me, what are the ideas we came up with out of lane so far?
Well, out of lane is like again check minimap and check your spells and like because usually my kind of thinking is like if I look at their team comp, let's say like they have a Vi or and I don't know like LeBlanc, then like my thinking is usually like okay if Vi doesn't have her ult anymore and LeBlanc kind of use a W, then I can go in and just go ham. So I'm always like for our team it would be a Mumu ult. That is for me like the biggest point where I'm like, okay, I have to watch out.
Right. You already have these habits in place, right? Now you just
so
add even more habits.
Yeah. But I mean, I do want to get better, so it's just...
Right. Oh my, 0-5 mid laner. Feels bad.
Yeah, well...
Okay, maybe she can change someone, you know?
Yeah, that was my hope as well, but that didn't really work out.
Goodbye, Fiora. Oh, she got a shutdown. What the hell?
Yeah, the thing was Kane was like a little bit like I don't know, like that Master Yi from that last game. He just ran into everything.
Well, it looks like you guys are winning. That was not a good dive by them. Killer, nice flash for it. Oh, okay, you don't have to flash for it. Wow, that was really nice. That was some nice movement. Let's watch this. That was some nice movement. The side step downwards. Hell yeah, and not flashing for Kaisa because she's dead anyways, right?
Yeah,
that was really good. Wow, clean. Look at this. That's amazing. Looks like anytime there's a team fight and you're not getting flanked, no problem.
Yeah, that's literally like that's what I'm always saying because that's why I'm quite like defensive because I'm like okay, once I'm in team fighting, I'm cool.
Yeah, exactly. So
and that's actually footage from today, so that's 10.10. So that's why I tried to crit actually.
Oh, okay, let's talk about this. We should definitely talk about this. All right, check it out. I don't know if you can see this, but can you see the minimap here?
Wait, if I go on stream, I can see it. I think it's a bit
Here we go.
Yeah, I totally ran it down because I didn't go mid lane.
Yeah, so I don't. Why do you want to go mid lane here?
Because A, like there are two carries sharing a lane, and B, the mid lane is completely pushed in and Leona is clearing it.
Yeah, exactly. Somehow your jungle is not farming jungle. He's like clearing mid with the support, and then the two carries are farming bot. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here, right? So you know, I mean, Vayne likes a side lane, but mid lane is not bad at all, right? Yeah, especially with new-ish Vayne is strong in the mid lane. You can catch people with Blade of the Ring King. And then because of that, you guys in the river somehow, and it's just all weird, right? You're trying to get back to mid lane or something, and it's just it's a disaster. You need to run. That's fine. It's okay if he dies. Not a problem. Oh, this is a problem.
Yeah, this is a big problem. Me going back, that was a big problem.
What do you think? What do you think?
I should
Something
have
to work on
just
here.
I should have let Leona die and just okay, peace out and go to mid lane tower because there's Kane as well. So then we have because here we are totally outnumbered. Like we couldn't be outnumbered harder. But then I was also thinking Rice is dead and Fiora could get a free push if we can stop the ports. So it was
So what's the big problem here?
The debating went wrong and I got hooked.
The debating went wrong. So
Yeah.
I mean, you have a nice idea. Stop the ports first, pushing, and you got hit by the bandage, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, if there's something, I mean, is there a big problem here? Is there like a part of your playstyle do you want to change here? What do you think?
Well, I should have maybe just waited a bit for LeBlanc, and Kane is also running up, and because they would have gone for mid lane farm anyways. So
right. So maybe you can I don't know, what kind of habit do you want to insert here? I guess just be more patient or something. I don't know. What do you
a bit
think?
more patient. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're trying to do something risky like 3v4 or something, you take it slow, I guess, right? So I guess the trigger would be, oh, we know we're losing, but we know it's man disadvantage. How can we take it slow to make sure it's okay, right? Something like that. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, right? Maybe you didn't know it was worded or something. Keep going. Okay.
I think we lose this over a fight in top lane.
Interesting. I don't really see how you guys lose this game anymore unless 5-man Amumu ulti or something. Amumu Nico Wombo combo.
Yeah, that's pretty much I think what's happening. I think I even though I at this point I kind of was a bit pissed at myself because I was thinking I shouldn't have gone another Zeal item because I was doing so much damage. I should have just gone the QSS.
Yeah, QSS would be really good against Amumu. Oh,
yeah.
Amumu trolled, so kill them all here?
Yeah, that's
oh no, you're chasing too hard.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, there it is. This is the team fight we're looking for. Alright, let's watch this. What do you think? So no one flanked you this time, right?
Yeah. So I didn't get flanked, but I greeted for Amumu, whereas I should have just kept on with the first target in line. So right now I should have gone on Rice and then go on Kaiser. But going this 2 steps forward to try to get Amumu was horrible.
Right.
This is where I end. This is where I end.
So we've seen this before, right? Didn't this happen the other game?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? What's the trigger for these mistakes?
Just don't try to always especially if there are 4 people, try to go for the kill.
Right, don't try and kill people, right? Don't try and finish them off. Like Master Yi, remember that one? Or the Soraka, it might be getting possessed when you can kill someone. So very much in a team fight. Next time in a team fight happens, and someone's really low HP, but they're getting away. What are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do instead?
Yeah, just back off again.
And you just resume the team fight, right?
Yeah, because I'm actually worth bounty.
You're worth so much. You have both sums, ulti, full HP. Dude, you're actually killing everyone here, right? You just kill Kaisi here, turn on to Rise, kill Amumu like this. You have Flash too, right? There's no way you lose this. And then it's just feels bad, man. So I think another good habit you could work on.
This is actually so painful.
Yeah, you gotta win the game, right? Right here. Because some big money here. So when you want to kill, this is what happens when you want to kill. Insert that habit here, which is, I don't know, you said play safe or play a team fight or whatever the habit is, but don't chase for the kill, I would say. Right? Play to win the team fight is the one I came up with, right? When I noticed this happening, I was like, oh shit, right? I need to win the team fight. I don't really care about killing these guys. So that's pretty much oh, you lost Baron control. Okay. Okay.
Mumu was I don't know.
Mumu is just in there. He's got AP of Mumu. You need a hex drinker, my dude.
Yeah.
Too late though. You have a Phantom Dance already. Wits End or QSS. Wits End and QSS.
Yeah, that was my thought. Because I have no sustain because I didn't go Borg.
Yeah, or maybe not even you have Klepto so you don't have Bloodline.
Yeah.
So it's just this Doran's Blade.
Yeah, it's true. So
oh my god, Leona stole the red? Why would she even try and help?
I don't know.
That's I remember that's a season 1 problem.
Yeah.
When people didn't understand.
Yeah, and so Fiora kept splitting at this point only. And I think this is the fight we lose.
Uh-oh. What do you think?
The thing was, I think it went like up okay to a certain point, because like I waited out a Momo out and I didn't get like smashed by the Nico out. So I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm good to go, but my team was dead by then.
Right. So what's the problem? What do you think? And what would you rather have done differently?
I would have gone out here and maybe like try to hold base and like push a bit at base and had them have the
Maybe it's
Baron,
just
because
too
like I don't
doomed.
think I couldn't find this. Like
Do you
they
think
wombo
is
combo 3 people and it was like over. Even if I
yeah.
would have had flash, even if I would have flashed over the wall, I would have get smashed. Like there was
I
no
think
way of.
there's no hope, right? It's
Yeah.
hella doomed. So, what do you think? Something to worry about? Is this gonna happen often or not really?
Well, I think we lose after this. So
No, like in your
um,
games in general.
well, I no, because I don't want to say like my team always gets like completely messed up. But I think like I lost the fight in bot lane where
Yes, yeah.
so I don't really I can't blame my team here really, because
Right.
now it was like Kane and like 2 other people getting like stunned by Amumu and Nico, so they were like pretty much dead. And I think
Right.
that's what happens like right now again in top lane or something, if I remember correctly. So Kane
Oh, here
goes
we
in
go. Here we go.
and it's just like the same kind of idea.
Wait, this is winning. No, it's not winning.
Yeah.
No, it's not winning. Your team is
Yeah, and it's finished. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow, this is so bad. How did it so bad? Kane insta die? Oh, Kane insta died.
yeah, and
Right.
LeBlanc got smashed by Mumu. So and then what's me and Leona against like 5 people. And
Okay, I think
Fiora bot lane. So again,
don't
like
worry about this, you know?
yeah.
Worry about the stuff that comes first, right? The laning stuff and the first few fights is gonna be your focus, I think. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think are the biggest habits to work on coming out of
Well,
this?
I mean, the confidence and the matchup knowledge, like to when to trade, when to maybe just like sit back, and when to maybe go for all in. Because like I think it's okay-ish. From the mechanics, like if I don't over chase in a lot of situations, when I'm when I'm not scared and I actually commit, then maybe like don't greed too hard. That's
I
probably a
would
good
say
one.
those are probably the two most
Yeah.
important ones, right? The laning and the team fighting, where you're like trying to go for a kill. Oh yeah, one more team fighting one.
Yeah.
What do you think? What was the other team fighting habit?
Well, the team fighting habit was getting flanked, I guess.
Yeah, the other way you lose the game
Yeah.
was oh, you didn't see he was being flanked, but you know, why didn't you see you focus too much on trying to hit a guy or something,
Yeah.
right? So I think if you can work on those three, I like to do like one habit for lane and one habit for out of lane. So the one in lane, actually 100 times a game. Like you want a minion matchup. Like I'm serious. Like that's how. Like I don't care how long it takes for you to figure out the matchup,
Yeah.
but like if you can do this and you do it tens of times every game, you're gonna get really good at it fast. All right. So that's like a
Yeah.
main focus. Like don't care about the jungle. Don't worry about don't worry about anything else except making this a habit, right? And that's gonna help a lot. And what you can do is also when you watch videos of people playing or streams or whatever, do the same thing. Every time he wants a minion, you pretend you're that person and say, okay, what does this matchup look like? Is there anything we could do here, right? Or what should I do here because of the matchup? And then out of lane, I would say work on one. Unless you're crazy, you can work on two. Depends on how good you are at improving, right? So for me, it was just I probably only held one at a time out of lane, but up to you, right? Maybe no chasing could be a good one with the kills when you see someone who's low HP, or the one where you look at the map when a fight breaks out so you don't get flanked, right? Either of those are really good. Yeah, I think overall, you know, it looked good beyond some. You had some like very strong strengths, right, in these team fights and the mechanics, and then some also weaknesses. So I think if you can work on those, I think you'll do really well. What do you think?
I hope, man. I really hope. Like because I played this game for a couple of years, but like I had like long breaks always in between. And like this season is like kind of me actually, since ADC is actually like a position that's not like troll anymore.
Oh my god,
Like,
last year.
Yeah, like last year, I actually I think I had 40 ranked games because I was like, yeah, I'm not having that. Thank you.
Yeah, same,
I couldn't
same.
bother. It's just like you can play Karthus ADC and it has more impact. Like,
It's super dumb, but yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think for me it was important to also like maybe see like solutions, because if I look at the videos, I don't maybe see like where exactly my mistake is, because then I'm thinking
Right.
like I'm trying to do it, but like in my thought, but actually I saw like in some cases where actually the mistake was. So
That's good. That's good. For sure, if you do watch your replays, like, you know, when you watch your replays, after you play games, make sure you're looking at the laning phase. Every time you want a minion, are you doing this habit, right? Like, basically check your habits. Are you
yeah,
working on them? I think that's the best way to go about it, right? Yeah, it's always what do you think you could have done better? But sometimes it's a little hard because you're biased, right?
yeah, true.
So
Yeah, but I mean, I'm actually not trying to blame the team. So
oh yeah, for
that's
sure,
the
for
one
sure.
thing. That's the one thing I'm
It's
I'm holding on to.
very important to do in season 9.
Yeah, true.
Oh god.
I do have one question though about Jhin,
Yeah.
because I feel like Jhin is like a type of champion like at the moment that is like decent. Like he's not like super OP, but I think he's actually decent.
Oh, it's
But
not bad.
like with my, let's say with my mentality, like I was playing with the Vayne game, so that I wouldn't like that I would go for minions and maybe not for the trade. I kind of got slapped a lot of times with Jhin.
Yeah, that's
Like I feel like if you have two tanks, it's really hard to play Jhin like in late game,
well, you
because
just
like
need to itemize better, I guess, like with the
okay,
last whisper, right? So
yeah, like even because I feel like even if you have Last Whisper, it's just like you don't like if you have, let's say, a Jinx or like a Caitlyn, you can actually whittle down a tank much better than you can do with Jhin. So that was like maybe like, is it actually my item builds, or is it like that I'm doing something wrong? I don't know.
usually if Jin can't kill tanks, it's because he somehow got behind in the game, right?
Right.
So that's basically it. You just need to make sure there's nothing goes wrong early mid game and you'll come out happy
Okay.
into the late game. So yeah. Being able to have 6 items against tanks, no problem.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
it's like 6 item Malphite or Rammus or something.
Yeah.
In which case rapid fire headshot backline, right?
Yeah. But yeah, but I feel like in my last Jhin games I had like tons of assists. Like actually, if I look it up, I don't know.
Oh, this one. Is this one?
Well,
We can only see so far back.
oh,
So
no, yeah, okay. No, but I had like 20, 28 or something assists, and it's just like I couldn't carry at the end because like I was like still not full build,
Rip.
very deep in. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like one specific example. It's just I don't know. Maybe if I would have had it on video, but probably it was like some mistakes of me.
So,
Yeah.
I guess if that is all, then good luck in your games, and let me know how the games are going. All right.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, man.
No problem. No problem. Have a good one. Have a good night. Right, you're in EU, so.
Yeah. 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 Thanks. All right. Have a good stream. Yeah, I'm going to watch a bit.
Hey man. See ya.
Peace.